So in this video, we are going to be looking at the concept of inflation. We'll just look at the basic definition and a simple explanation for inflation. We have already used the word quite a bit in our course inflation, and we have also looked at inflation targeting. So what is inflation? Inflation is the sustained increasing in the general levels of prices for goods and services. Okay, so a sustained increasing in the general levels of prices for goods and services. It is measured as an increase in percentage with respect to the previous year. It is measured as an increase in percentage with respect to previous year. Now let's just look at a basic example. Now let's say basmati rice in 2020 or 2020, it costs 100 rupees per kg. 1 kg of basmati rice of quality A. Now in 2021, the same quality A basmati rice now begins to cost 110 rupees. That means there has been an inflation of 10 rupees in the price of basmati rice. Okay, because in 2020 it costed 100 rupees, in 2021 it has costed 110 rupees. The difference is 10 rupees or 10%. So the price has risen by 10% for the same 1 kg of basmati rice of the same quality. So we have a situation where you can buy lesser of the same product for the same quantity of money, right? So in 2021, for 100 rupees, you can only buy 900 grams of basmati rice, or you have to pay 110 rupees for 1 kg. So the best way to explain inflation is that you get lesser quantity of the same product of the same quality for the same amount of money. That means the purchasing power of your currency has come down, which is exactly the reason why inflation is bad. So if anybody asks you why is inflation bad, the simple answer is that the purchasing power of the currency has come down. Okay, this is the core idea of inflation. Now let's answer the question, what are the basic effects of inflation? First, we will look at the effects of inflation on goods. Inflation reflects an increase in the price of goods. As the price increases, the same amount of money can buy a lesser amount of a good or product or service. This much is clear. So, for the same, as the price increases, the same amount of money can buy a lesser amount of a good product or service. This is the effect that inflation has on goods. What is the effect that inflation has on currency? As inflation increases, the value of money decreases. Purchasing power is the amount of goods or services a given amount of money can buy. So that is how purchasing power is defined. Purchasing power is defined as the amount of goods or services a given amount of money can buy. With an increase in inflation, what happens to purchasing power? Purchasing power also comes down, that is, it is diminished. So with an increase in inflation, the purchasing power of a currency is diminished. This is how inflation works on goods, services, and on currency. So if you look at how much grocery you could buy, let's say in 2000 with 5,000 rupees, in the year 2000 with 5,000 rupees, and in the year 2010 with 5,000 rupees, in the year 2020 with 5,000 rupees, then you would understand the difference.